get started. You may learn something.
When you wanna fly your whoop, but you don't really know how, then this thing comes into view. A contest called IGOW3 in a park out in the sun. We'll be flying, having fun, and you'll do some tricks that you only dreamed you could do. Now we're ripping packs together, power loops, Matty flips forever. I'll never fear that dive again. IGOW, IGOW, I'll never fear that dive again. IGOW, IGOW, IGOW.
What the hell are you doing?
There's a thing that I've been doing called a whoop.
I want to teach the world to whoop in perfect harmony, in angle mode or acro mode, just to keep me company.
I'd like to teach the world to whoop and furnish it with gates.
Like LEDs.
Then tunnels, please.
Let's fly, don't make me wait.
I want to teach the world to whoop.
All flying through the land with motors brushed.
Or maybe not, now put one in your hand.
I want to teach the world to whoop
In perfect harmony.
In angle mode or acro mode.
Just keep me company.
Check. 1, 2.
I just wanna go out and fly my whoop. I don't wanna think about crashing in water. I just wanna go out and do my IGOW challenge. I don't wanna think about crashing in water now. There's some water down there. I don't want to crash in it while I'm doing my IGOW challenge. Oh no.
Hold on, kids, I'm IGOWing.
I'm gonna rip some packs around the house. I just need a mission for submission tricks that I can learn how and then train for a couple of days until I have all the clips that I need. IGOW is a whoopaholic's paintbrush. IGOW is a whoopaholic's toothbrush. I need to go acro now. I wanna be see that quadcopter up in the sky now, and I'm gonna risk my whoop, 'cause I've got another whoop, and I can't possibly fly two whoops, at least simultaneously.
Oh, come on. Wait a second.
Ready, set, drum. Spin up your props and plug in your phone. Fly with us and we think you'll agree. Ready, set, drum. What's the point of flying alone? Flying with friends will make you feel so free.
IGOW is the festival of stunts. Instead of one day of flying, we have a crazy month. If you feel like the only kid in town without a mega drone, here's a list of people who tiny whoop just like you and me. Daniel Sugano, founder of IGOW. It's like a game of skate. 5 strikes, then take a bow. Guess who flies together at the race Wootopia? AK with Dr. Love, and let's not forget Viper. Jesse P made the whoop. Patrick helps us tune. Put them together, it becomes a little zoom zoom. You don't need a 5-inch drone with 6L power, 'cause you can Matty flip and Rubik's Cube with this little flower. Grab your tiny whoop now, here comes IGOW. So much fun somehow to fly with IGOW. FAA won't touch whoops, but guess who will? Mr. Steele, he loves them too. We've got infinity loops and our dear King Rabbi, hundreds of flyers, not too shabby. So many pilots are in IGOW. Tom Smith isn't, but I heard his girlfriend is.
I know whoop tricks.
Show me.
Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a loop, fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my whoop, and I forgot my keys, Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a loop, fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my whoop, and I forgot my keys,
you wanna do an orbit? Upside down around the ball. It can be anywhere, at any height we'll find we're really tall. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish I could make you split. Does it have to be an orbit? Yes, it has to be an orbit. Okay, I'll try. Do you wanna do an orbit? Upside down around the peak. I think this trick is overdue. I started scrolling through the Reddit for the week. It gets a little lonely on these packs, just watching my whoopers down. I think I got an orbit. I think I got an orbit. Okay, let's fly. Okay, let's fly.
It's cheating.
Really? What? What is this? What? Who are you?
I've been waiting for you. from IGOW3.
There's a device that I've been using called a Whoop.
Hello, and welcome back to IGOW3. I'm Dan Sugano, aka FPV Skittles, and Ribbit FPV will be joining me in just a second. Oops, let me hang that up. This is going to be the final week of IGOW3. We are on week number... Episode?
Yes, episode. What else is happening after this?
I said this is the final week. What do you mean?
So today would be it. There's nothing's being posted after today. Today would just be the final episode.
How is that different from what I said? Alright. So, we are on week number 48, which is the second challenge of round number 4 of these IGOW finals that started way back in week number 30. I believe the finals was the first week of the finals. And then, so we've had 18 finals weeks. Wow. And we've narrowed it down to 3 way back in at the end of week 40. And then down to 2 just 2 weeks ago. And now we are on the final challenge. So, both Akira and Bri5 have WHOO 4 letters. And Akira's challenge was up. So if Bri5 was able to complete the challenge, he will be the IGOW3 champion. But if he is not able to complete it, then Akira will be the IGOW3 champion. So do or die this final week number 48. So before we get into the let's say hi to everyone here. We got a bunch of people here. Got 25 people right now. We got Winter Mute, way back the first person to comment. We got Zach, RCKY, Aviation, K-Bar, Tyrant, John Coopy, 88 Ender, Mork, Tom Mundy, Derpy Hooves, Balzac, Winston, Dan Carpy, Rock, Mystery, Mystery, rocking a new IGOW tattoo. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I can make that show up in the chat. I don't think so. Or in the mystery, if you can share a picture of your tattoo, that'd be cool.
Share the screen.
And who else we got here? We got SRK's here. Haven't seen him for a while. Bobby Bags. Kiz is here. What's up, Kiz? Flying Sharks. W. McEwen. See anyone I'm missing? 88 Ender. That's 80 Ender. Callisto's here. Inside the Mind of Matt. What's up, Itbomb? Bunch of players from the season. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's first remind ourselves what Akira's challenge was. Sweet introduction to chaos. And I think we quite have time for the 3-minute poem at the beginning of Akira, so let's jump to the beginning of the challenge. Alright, you got one single clip, 8-foot max ceiling height, so you'll see what Bri5 had to do to meet that requirement. And then Act 1, you had to do it in 15.5 or less seconds, and then the combined total of both of the acts you had to do in 85 seconds or less. All acro mode required. You needed 2 IGOW approved gates spaced 70 centimeters apart. And you had to start off taking off and then doing 10 Rubik's Cubes in a row. That's the Act 1. You had to make sure your Rubik's Cubes were started and finished facing the same direction. After that, you switched to one-handed flying, like you can see here doing here on the left side, and then you had to fly this slalom pattern made up where you go in the cubes, through the cubes, kind of back and forth slalom type motion. And then at the end, you gotta end and disarm, which just stops your time. You actually had to spin around 180 and disarm. Go all the way through, one last big slalom. And then back it down all the way through the cubes one last time. All the way down and 180 and land. Alright, so you had to do that in 85 seconds or less. With the first Rubik's Cubes, the first 10 Rubik's Cubes in under 15.5 seconds. From when you take off the ground till when you finish the last Rubik's Cube.
Great job, Akira. So, was Bri-Fi able to complete it?
So, let's take a look. We'll leave it here so we can compare the path afterwards. Bri-Fives.
We're still rolling with Brian too. He's in this mix.
Oh man, we got a 13-minute video. So I think Bri took some time to do some editing this week.
We're still rolling with Brian too. He's in this mix.
Oh, Bri-Five's in it. Okay, never mind. Bri-Five could totally win it.
Totally win it. Totally win it.
He just always gets the best clips.
That was like year ago. Not this most recent Whoops Wars, the one before that. It's like Bri-Five's first race.
Yeah.
It's been much too long. Feel it coming on. The feeling is getting strong. It's been much too long. I feel it coming on. The feeling's in my bones. Too long. Can you feel it? Too long. Can you feel it? Too
The carrot.
The carrot was a great one.
At last, the long wait is over.
3,
The weight is off
4,
my shoulder.
5,
I'm taking
6,
on
7,
control.
I like that he still sticks that way.
My mind is set so
We got
free.
10 there and 14.1.
Where I want to be.
Ooh, a little bit of a slower switch than Akira did. Look, he's going with a pinch
And then like a...
and then like a hook.
Yeah. Skittles, you want to come watch and see if Bri-Fi or Akira wins?
Probably a pincher naturally, so he's still got that pinch on the.
Right, and it's like he's got the double pinch going still because he's got the pinky hooked.
I think it goes all the way down through, yep. And the big slalom through the cubes only, not the middle.
Stop.
And back through the whole thing one more time and 180 and land.
Shawnee D says that he tried one-handed and feet in the sim. He definitely couldn't have done this challenge. Ah.
Checking to make sure the recording was there. So here's his 8-foot height to the bottom of the beam, and then he hung the plastic sheets up everywhere so the ceiling wasn't over 8 feet anywhere.
No, I was like,
No,
that seemed
there's a big-
really, really short for a 13-minute video.
Alright, so let's do the review of the video and then we can watch the rest while we discuss. Alright.
Oh wait, that was it? I thought there was like multiple attempts. I'm so
Nope.
confused.
That's it. That one there, alright. So we got, first part is 10 Rubik's Cubes in 15 seconds, so we take off. Timing looks good on the takeoff. Even starts maybe, oh no, that right when it says arm, that's good, okay. So we take off, roll, or flip to inverted, then we had to do at least 180 degrees of roll while we could see the back wall, so we have somewhat of segmentation to our trick. It's not just like a combined flip and roll like a Misty or a rodeo. So they're pretty much the entire 360 there while looking at the back wall. And straight back around. And you also had to come back, finish the Rubik's Cube looking in the same direction that you started, plus or minus 45 degrees. So you had basically like a 90-degree window from where you were looking. So if you kind of use like the corners of the house as a guide, that's a pretty good one. Here you basically came right back in the same direction. So that one was basically perfect. Number 2, see the back wall, roll almost a full 180 there before mixing, come back over. Still looking right down the line here. Number 3, we start from the right side, looking left a tiny bit. We go back,
Right,
we see the
my
back wall,
feelers.
almost a full 360. Finish it off, looking basically exactly the same direction. The next one. Another nearly perfect one come out looking almost perfectly straight. Next one. Nearly perfect again. Almost exactly the same position.
Good evening, Zeramol.
Next. Almost another perfect one. Ooh, came out a little early there, but still able to look, mix his end, his last quarter roll, and come out facing nearly exactly the same direction. This finish. Another one there, similar. This is probably his worst one. He started facing slightly left and now he's come off facing more left, but definitely not over 45 degrees to the side. So now this one we started facing a little bit more left. So when we do the trick and then come out, we're still facing basically exactly the same direction we started, slightly to the left of the start. Then we come up and we straighten out for these next attempts. Roll, comes out almost the same direction again. And I think there's one more, yep. Roll to invert it. So wait, here it said check number 9. So that would be this one right here. Okay, so we go to inverted. We can see the back wall. Definitely get more than 180 degrees of roll in there while we see the back wall. We start about here, the ground here on the left side, or on the right side. We get the ground all the way here to the right side. Come out. So that was probably his worst one, the closest. And then the final one definitely gets enough in there. Boom. And he got it done in 14.1 seconds, so about a second under the time requirement. So good job. The only thing we have to check is to make sure his path is right, just like when we checked Akira's path. And we noticed one small mistake.
Oh, that IGOW3.
Let's see if Bri does the exact same path. Alright, so we finished, we switch to one hand. We start by going through the front cube to the left, I believe, right? Yes? Yep. Then we go through the middle of both cubes, and then through the entire far cube. Okay. So Bri 5 switches to one hand right now. Doesn't stop his timer at all, he just has 2 different timers. So he needs to go in the front face and then to the left. Okay. Through the cubes. Yep. And then through this face here. Yep. Alright. So the next part is around the corner. Come back through that face. Back through the middle. And then through the entire first cube. Alright. Yep. So coming here, we should turn right. Yep. Through the middle. And then all the way through this one here. Start to turn left. Yep. Then I think it's all the way through the cubes. Yep. Then you turn left. Come through this entire cube. And then through this entire cube. So we go through the entire set of gates here, and then we turn left. We go through this cube, yep. Through this cube, yep. We go all the way back to the right and down the end of the cubes. Here it does. It should go all the way back through the cubes the opposite direction. Spin 180 and land. Oh, alright. So, Brian comes around all the way through and 180 and puts it down. Disarm. Look at the relief there. Alright. So it looks like Bri 5 is our champion.
Oh my gosh.
Kira completes Akira's challenge in the final week. Giving Akira the P in week number 48.
D. Thompson the house?
For second place overall, and Bri 5 is our only remaining player out of 624 players.
Congratulations to Bri 5.
Bri 5, our last
3 champion.
pilot standing. 624
Oh my
started.
god, I so thought Akira had this. Oh. But second place is effing amazing.
Bri 5 started off strong. He had 2 top videos, or 2 top 3 videos. And then in week number 9, he picked up his first letter when he didn't realize that a little ground tap in between his 2 tricks was going to cost him a letter. But then he didn't pick up another letter all the way until he got his first win in week 19, looks like. Yep. His first, he had a lot of top videos, but he had a top
Honorable
execution, and then he had a top video, a couple more top executions, and then it wasn't again until week 30, the first week of the IGOW finals, when he carpied himself, he picked up his second letter.
Yep.
And then a third letter in week number 35, that was Akira's first challenge, and he missed it by just like a fraction of a second. So Akira got him a letter there, and then not another letter until Akira completed his spinny short shield radius
yeah, the short
challenge.
Radius.
That put them both on Woo, and then this last week they won. Akira, a similar path. He didn't pick up a single letter until week 22, which was the line of sight week, and then he was clean again all the way until week 42, where he had a run of 3 letters in a row, 2 of them his challenge, and then his missing yaw spin on Bri 5's challenge, and then picks up his final letter in the final week when Bri 5 completes his challenge.
Just move the mic further away from your face.
All right. So, congratulations to Bri 5 and Akira, our top 2 pilots this season.
The chat is blowing up with congratulations to Bri 5.
So, obviously, Bri 5 wins our top champions prize, invite to become a Tiny Whoop team pilot. So, Jesse will be reviewing your application to the season, basically, and sending you an invite if you qualify for all of the things, and you have to agree to the strenuous Tiny Whoop team pilot contract, which can be a lot for some people. So you got to make sure you're able to do that before you sign in. Also, become a IGOW team pilot, and you get to pick the top prize overall here on the list. So, is Bri5 in the chat with us?
Yes.
Bri5, you are our season 3 champion. So, which prize do you want? I had just written taken here. This was
Before any of that, Bri5 says that Akira, it has been an absolutely amazing, my friend. Thank you for being such an amazing competitor.
yes, these
And
two
Akira
guys battled it out all season.
States congratulations, Bri5. You definitely deserve it.
Anyone could have.
You two are amazing. I cannot believe the amount of time and effort that you put in to make it this far.
It seemed like it was almost impossible for the pilots to come up with something that they could do that
the other
pilots couldn't do. So pretty much people were just picking up letters on their own week. There's the Akira's first challenge was really tough. Only Aviation pulled it off that week. Probably got close.
It's almost like when you get to the finals, it needs to be like a true game of horse. But when it's international like this, you can't really make it a true game of horse. So having that week to practice is like...
Yeah, that would be cool.
You just gotta hope that people's lives are too busy.
If we could do a live game for the finals. All right, well, let's do some prizes. This is our final thing we have to do in IGOW3 here. Everything else has been decided. All the prizes, the $18,000+ in prizes have been given out, except for these finals prizes, which is probably like maybe $5,000 of prizes here, maybe more. We've seen that OneDrone.com's prizes already given away. Stru FPV won last remaining Slovenian pilot. Akira, our second place pilot, won last remaining EU pilot. They both won Mobula 6 Find and Flies. And then Buster Hawk gave a to-be-determined Whoop prize for the last remaining UK pilot, and that was Dan Carpy.
Great job, everyone. Kiz says that we're going to need to seek therapy before next season. And Bri5 says just Dan and Liz. And Aviation, I would love to meet you as well. I really hope that we could get together and play an in-game, in-person game of Whoop. Right? If you're going to be at I.O., definitely search us out. I will be there. I will be running around the entire time. I promise you. I am flying on the team track. I am flying on the rookie track. I will be working the Tiny Whoop track. Might not see me and Danny together a lot just because, again, I'm going to be flying and Danny's going to be at Tiny Whoop. But if you want to see both of us, check out the Tiny Whoop tent. The best after party of I.O., 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. every single day. It's a blast.
All right. And so future IGOWs. This one obviously took 48 weeks, which was basically a year. We started a month ago, or a month.
Yeah, we started right before the 4th of July.
So
it's
next IGOW is not going to start in a month. But we are going to have a smaller game, which is going to be all UTT IGOW. So for you that hate UTTs, that's probably not going to be your game. But for you guys that really love when there's a UTT, it's going to be all UTTs. So we'll probably do 2 weeks between tracks. It'll start maybe in July or August, and it'll be like basically all 50-50s. I might have to figure out exactly the percentage, but basically every week the bottom half of people will get a letter, and we might do like UTT or IGOW, something less than Whoop, since it'll be a long time if we're doing 2-week things. We'll figure out all exact details, but the next IGOW is going to be just kind of a fun little racing game, and there'll be The tracks will all be small enough to fit in a 5x8 rectangle, so that should be all the room you need. And we're going to have a bunch of different pilots from the racing whoop scene making tracks, like myself and AK, Rab,
Ooh, you should have. Yeah, I was gonna say, are you having Hyper make tracks?
pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
Spit
So
is gonna make one.
Daylight.
Lonnie's gonna make one. I didn't ask Daylight.
Oh, you didn't ask
could,
Daylight, but Daylight could totally make a track.
Daylight doesn't like do stuff when I ask him anymore, so I always am like, Daylight, can you do this new challenge? Look at how this new fancy challenge, and he's never does them.
Hello,
Daylight's had too much
average.
stuff. All right. So, and then
Mr. E says, "Shut up and take my commitment."
that will run whenever, till whenever it goes, and then IGOW3, four will probably start like early 2023. I think something like that. It's going to be a totally different format. I'm assuming we're going to have at least 600 people again, so we're going to have to do something different where it doesn't last all year. Going to aim more for like 25 weeks or so, and have a regular season and a playoff type setup where it's not quite so important to keep your slate totally clean for the whole regular season. It'll be like, as long as you make it to the playoffs, then you get like your slate wiped clean, more or less.
Oh, RCKY. There will always be a dive week.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's gonna have a different format overall. You'll see. We'll announce a lot more things. We still have to figure it out in some ways to figure out how to make it work.
Derpy says, "Quick, buy up all the PVC pipes in UK."
Yeah, PVC pipes for sure. That'll be perfect for the UTT IGOW, because then you can just like make them into all the different configurations.
Right. If you want to do PVC pipes, is the way to go. Do not just go with the solo pool noodle, as I have outside. There needs to be a pipe running through it, or else your drone. Well, I guess not on a whoop. A whoop will still bounce right off of it.
Just too small though. They were because when I was shoving the noodle over it, it kept like just eating up part of the noodle. And
oh yeah, because I was like,
needs a bigger hole.
I smashed right into that noodle and just hung there, just like doo doo doo.
All right, so let's do the prize picking. Bri 5.
Oh, birds! What do you mean? What do you missed? You missed Bri 5 win IGOW season 3.
We'll watch Bri 5's rest of his video after we do the
IGOW 4 starting July 1st.
Can I play it somehow? No, not really. Okay, so let's do the prize things. So, Bri 5, you won. We talked about it, but write in the chat which prize you want. And if you, for some reason, when everyone else, the finalists, as you're deciding now, I don't know if it matters to you, but maybe as you're making your last minute decision, if the prize sponsor is colored light blue, that means that the sponsor is the one that has it, and they'll be sending it to you. If it's colored green, that means I have it, and I can just send it to you right away in IGOW speed times. And then there's this one orange one, and that's because this is a custom bind and fly from Kebab, and he has to physically make that drone and then send it to you. So you have to get in contact with him, and then he has to make it, and he's really busy. So that could take several months even before you get that. And you might not hear from Bob very consistently, so know about that when you'll get it eventually.
You just gotta kind of harass him, but Kebab's good for it.
Agilus got that prize last year, and he got his 1S toothpick whoop, 1S toothpick.
It just takes a little nagging.
After a while, it just took a while.
And Bri 5 says the FPV-1 pilot, please.
All right. So Bri 5 taking the brand new Orca goggles. That's the V2, or they're FPV.1 pilot, they like to name them. And he also gets 2 antennas. The Orca, might as well, since.
What up, Rue?
If you haven't seen, Orca has 2 new goggles out now. This is the FPV-1.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to have a
gear.
meeting with you and Smitty probably tomorrow.
And this is the FPV-1 race.
I'm having issues connecting my drones.
Slightly smaller. So, Bri 5 is taking the Orca's FPV-1 pilot right here, and he also gets 2 antennas. Gets one, the patch antenna and the Omni antenna. So, congratulations to Bri5, a year of whooping to win a pair of goggles. So, congratulations, Bri.
Not just a pair of goggles. You got Tiny Whoop Team Pilot, IGOW Team Pilot, worldwide recognition. You better make that sound better.
If you don't remember, there's also a bunch of prizes here. Oh, I don't really have them.
Yeah.
Only if you're out of
the
U.S.
not major issues. It's just when I'm doing the VTX switch, I've got it so that it turns off at one point, but then there's, for some reason, one of my switches just makes my drone arm no matter what. I don't know what I did.
So next up, obviously, Akira. Akira, are you with us in the chat? I think I saw Akira here.
He was.
Akira, which prize do you want? You get the second choice. Do you want to change your mind, or you go with what we talked about?
That and my video's not working.
Believe Akira wants the cash, but let's see if he wants to make a different selection. We got $500 cash from PayPal, or a pair of used Orca FPV.1 goggles with rapid fire and FPV Connect and 2 antennas. And actually, I talked to the FPV Exchange guys in Nekis, and you could actually choose these ones with the older version, the one with the rapid fire and the Connect, or you can also get the FPV pilots, the newer version too. But then you don't get a rapid fire and the Connect and the antennas. It's just the newer version of the goggles. And I'm pretty sure those are both used versions, because it is FPV Exchange. I don't know if you guys know what that is, and you're ever looking for FPV stuff, can't find it, check out FPV Exchange. They have almost everything. It's buy and sell site. You can put your stuff up for list there, or you can buy directly from FPV Exchange. Let's see. Did Akira...
So this is actually an Orca
Akira
FPV
will get the
shirt.
cash, he says, right there. So sticking with what fans, Akira FPV taking the We Bleed cash. In third place overall, we had Tyrant FPV.
Aviation says, "Show me the money."
Which prize do you want? Pretty self-explanatory what Tyrant's gonna take, since the top 3 prizes are all worth $500 or more
to fund an elite
value.
retrieval team. Akira, Mr. E wants to know.
Drop to the 250. So, Tyrant, are you going to be taking that last
Tyrant
set
here
of
today?
goggles? He was earlier. You still here, Tyrant? He told me he was going to take them.
He's told you he's taking the goggles if they're available.
Plus, it's twice as much.
Yep,
value.
I'll have the goggles, please.
All right, Tyrant's taking goggles. I know he has Sky Zones, and he was having some issues with them. So that could be a nice upgrade.
All right, so then Aviation, you want money?
Yep. So Aviation in 4th place overall.
The 250.
Going to take the $250 cash. All right. And then next up, we've got 5th place. That was Shawnee D. Is Shawnee D in the chat with us?
He was. Is Shawnee D still with us?
He told me he was going to take the cash. So the next prize up would be the $200.
I mean, it's a smart move. You don't got to worry about shipping.
Unless we hear otherwise.
Get whatever you want. Shit, you can even pay some bills. Everybody needs some money to pay some bills sometimes.
Have we seen Shawnee D? Oh, yeah, here he is. So, Shawnee D, unless you want something besides the $200, let me know. We'll write you down in here for now.
Shawnee D, I'll take the cash in nickels, please, so it feels like a lot.
All right, and then next up after Shawnee D, we had Dan Carpy in the 6th spot.
Ooh, I have not seen Carpy.
Carpy, I think he was there, but he let me know he's going to take the cash. Well, I asked everyone to give me a list, so.
Nice. Smart job. Smart job.
Dan Carpy taking the last cash prize. If you guys saw these prizes change in value over the time, it was because Drone Cadets gave me Ethereum, and when it was way up, I had increased it started at 150, so that was the lowest it was going to be. And then when Ethereum was like way up, then I had added more cash. I think it was like up to 200. But now it crashed way back down. So it's like barely worth the amount that it initially was. So I already gave away more money than they gave us because I thought it was going to be worth more. So yeah, it's back to 175. If you notice that, that's why. I guaranteed the very minimum of the
we
prize
need to
money,
change
so.
that.
What?
For some reason, why is it only showing top chat instead of all chat? Because Carpy said he doesn't think his messages are appearing. Could change that from top chat to all chat. There we go.
All right. Hey, DeMarco, what up? All right, so now we've given away all the cash prizes. Well, there's still some smaller cash prizes down here. We got $40 and we got $25. So, next up, now it's kind of like just what do you fancy the most? All of these items are worth somewhere between like $150 and maybe $100. So, our first selection of all the other prizes goes to Rock FPV. Rock, are you still planning on taking? Was Rock here earlier?
No, I don't think I ever saw Rock.
I see Mork. I see Average.
No.
Rock, I'll give you a second. Rock told me he wanted to take the what's it called? The FPV cycle. Find and fly. So I'm going to put him there unless we hear otherwise from Rock.
Shawnee D says, thank you, Dana Liz, for all the time and effort, and I'm sure late night fights. It was a blast and something I'm proud to have been part of.
So,
not just late night fights.
Rock.
No, thank you all so much for participating. Even though, yes, we do get into silly arguments at times because it is a lot. And it's, as anybody knows, the stress of a full-time job and then running this is a lot. So I just appreciate everybody that hangs out and participates and sends in their videos and supports us and pumps us up and goes and gets IGOW tattoos. Mr. E, that is amazing. Just thank you all.
Rock isn't here in chat. All right, Rock, so we're going to go with what you told me in the chat and give you the custom bind and fly from Kabal. Let me see make sure you didn't say anything at the last second because I was like...
You're top in my soul, Dan Carpy. Don't worry.
I will choose the kebab as planned. Okay. So we're going with the kebab bind and fly for Rock. Next up, we've got Copter 30.
Ooh, I did not see Copter 30.
I think Deanna said she'd be here. But they told me what they were going to take anyway. So Copter 30, if you're here, let me know. If not, if no crash prizes are available, he would go for the TVS Tracer Micro Nano Starter Kit. Okay, so that one is still available. Copter 30 or Deanna, if you're here and you want something besides that, let me know. But that looks like that was your top choice besides cash. And that one's still up there. So we will go with that as number... Oh, this is the top one right now. So, Copter 30. All right. Next up, we've got...
Who's next?
Balzac.
Balzac, then Prox.
Then Prox. All right, is Balzac in the chat? Have you seen Balzac?
Mm-mm.
He told me what he was going to choose. Balzac, if you're here, let us know.
I thought he was here at the very, very beginning.
Maybe he was here at the beginning.
Yeah.
But unless I'm mistaken, he wanted the newbie drone whoop. Yep. Would you want the happy model whoop or the newbie drone whoop? Newbie drone whoop. All right, boom. Newbie drone whoop for Balzac, unless he speaks up. Yep, just like last season, he says. Same prize.
Give me my whoop.
All right. Balzac. Oops, that was the wrong one. He wanted the newbie drone bite and fly whoop. Balzac. All right, who's up next?
Move him off of the TBS Fusion goggles. Next up was anti-hype or Prox.
Prox. Is Prox in the chat?
And then anti-hype.
Prox gave me like a whole list of every.
Oh, like a ranking order of all 17 prizes.
Yeah. He says he'll be there. So, Prox, if you're here, let me know. Here's his ranking. So he wanted the cash as his top, but that is taken.
Thank you, Derpy.
Then he wanted the custom built bind and fly from Kebab.
Thank you for reaching out.
But Rock took that one. It says third choice overall is the John Coopy 85mm 4K drone. So it looks like he will get that unless he wants to change his mind to the Cash and Motors or one of these other ones here.
So John Coopy drone.
So it looks like John Coopy drone.
All right. I need all of the female pilots in IGOW Season 4.
So this one here, Gleeing.
We're gonna do it
With Tarsier. I have that one. That goes
and
to
hopefully when Season 4 starts, I'll be done with my master's program, so I'll have more time and I can actually participate. Oh my God, Zach!
Oh, wow. Thank you, Zach. Dan and Liz, thank you for all your hard work. I may not be a great pilot, but I'll be here doing my best every season. Whoop family, you're all awesome. Thank you, Zach. All right, so I don't see Prox.
See, why is the chat not letting everybody in? What is going on? We switched it to live chat, so we should see everybody's chats.
Yep, it's the same if I do live chat or top chat. Doesn't change for me.
Right, but Rock says he's here. You guys are gonna make me cry. You guys are so sweet.
Rock's here. Oh. He says he's not sure what's wrong with the chat. It says yep in here. So, yep, I guess we're just Prox. I don't see you here, so that was your top choice on your list, or your third top choice, so that's a good one for you overall. Let's go to the next pilot, and that is, now we are down to the 11th overall pilot. So we've out of the top 10, that is Anti-Hype, Tom Mundy. I think he said he would be here. I don't think I have a list from him. Tom. Yep, I'll be on the stream. All right, Tom, which prize would you like? That's Anti-Hype. It's the only one I don't really have any lists from, so hopefully he's here. Oh, I see Tom Mundy right there. Boom. Which prize would you like, Tom? That's actually at Tom Mundy. There we go. TBS Fusion. Tom takes the TBS Fusion. That's a goggle module like rapid fire. Tom. Oh, no. Tom. Anti-Hype. All right, so
I wish I was
Anti-Hype
eligible for
takes
some of these
the
prizes.
TVS Fusion. I have that, so I will put it in with the other prizes and send it. Tom also, I'm pretty sure is Tom's the one that won the other Koopy stuff, right? I think he won 2 of them. He has 2 drones, if I remember correctly, coming. Yep, he won the B-Flight drone from John Koopy. He won some cash, and then he also won the flying egg from John Koopy. So he's
got all
got
kinds of
2
drones.
drones coming, plus a TVS Fusion. Nice work
Wow.
this season for Anti-Hype. All right. So next up we've
There were some
got
amazing prizes this season.
the 11th pilot, and that is
Oh,
EDOC.
Thank you for stopping by, Rue.
EDOC, what would you
Can't wait to see you
like?
next week.
EDOC's here, right?
No, I have not seen EDOC at all.
Oh no.
That is very odd.
Oh no. Cody.
And
Wait, did you
Anti-Hype
give me a
says, I
list?
will be auctioning off the B-Flight 210 once it lands in the UK to raise money for Ukraine.
Oh, that's right. He said he had to go somewhere, so here is his order.
That is so nice of you, Tom. Oh my god. We have such an amazing community.
All right.
You guys are awesome.
Taken. Kebab taken. Happy Model Whoop.
Happy Model Whoop.
All right, Happy Model Whoop it is. That is his. That's one of his top choices out of all the ones that would obviously not be there. So, and that's good. A lot of people getting a high choice on their list, even though we're down in the lower half here. Now, EDOC takes the Happy Model Bind and Fly Whoop. EDOC.
Oh my god. I'm letting you all know right now, we are not shipping until we get back from IO.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
sorry, I've just got too much stuff to do over the next 5 days.
All right, next we've got Side FPV. I don't think I've seen Side here. I'm pretty sure he gave me a list. Balin. Oh, yep, here they are. All right, in order.
Go Balin.
Used pair of working goggles taken. New goggles taken. 500.
Speedy B stack.
Cash. Speedy B stack. All right. I forgot that one was still up there. That's a solid one.
That is. I've actually been looking
I
at
think
that.
it comes with a frame too, right? Yep. FC ESC freestyle frame and an antenna.
Yeah, I've gone back and forth on whether or not I wanted to actually
Alright.
purchase that one. I forgot it was a prize.
So who is that again?
Just at this point, I'm running a newbie drone stack, a
Side.
Mamba stack, and then I have a Fox ear stack.
Side FPV, he also won a bunch of cash because he got some of the he's got $125 cash coming. Actually, the most money out of any pilot here that hasn't collected their money yet. Aviation's got $120 coming. Akira's got 115 plus his 500.
Woo!
$615 Akira made this season. Pretty impressive. All right.
It's like, well, I'm not sure about shipping and stuff, but that's like 5 new whoops.
Next up, we've got RCKY.
Oh, thank you, Mr. E. I am so looking forward to it. I got into 5-inch last year at IO, so that would be just under 10 months ago now.
Is this understandable?
I have
okay.
got to fly my 5-inch out in an open field.
All right, this is his prize order. His one. Okay, so all the 14.
I think that one's taken.
14 taken. Yes, 14 is taken. 13.
13, 15, 16.
13. The Emax Nanohawk.
There you
nice, another high one. That was his 7th pick overall of all the prizes. Very nice. Everyone getting their high selection. So we got Nanohawk number 13 for RCK.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he likes
As I was saying, I haven't actually gotten to race my 5-inch in real life at all. I've only flown it through one solitary gate that I had set up at our field once. So I'm like super, super looking forward to just 5 days of like racing my 5-inch drones.
All
It's
right.
gonna be awesome.
So RCK Wise was good. Next we've got IGOW.
And yeah, stacks are super expensive right now. When I bought my first Mamba stack, it was like $85. And then I bought my second Mamba stack, and it was like $134. And I was like, oh my god.
All right, so Jakob says, "Hi Dan, hope I can join. It's going to be epic. I can't believe Akira was able to handle that sick challenge. If I can't get the kids to sleep, here's his priority list." So Jakob, were you in the chat? I don't think I've seen Jakob. Jakob, you can speak up if you want to do something other than your list here, but let's see your order. So taken. Black starter shit taken. Speedy B taken. Orca transmitter with a ghost module. Its 10th overall pick. It gets at number 15. Nice. So, the prizes. Jakob will take the transmitter and the module.
Nice.
All right. So that is Jakob.
I love that everybody's getting like choices they want. Oh my god. I don't want to see that, flying sharks. Oh, that really hurts me.
What's that?
That his first Mamba stack was $45.
Oh, they were super cheap back in the day. All right.
Oh god.
Next up, we've got, after Jakob, 88 Ender. Nathan. Why can't I get out of this?
I feel like I have my life savings sitting on my desk in the other room. It's cost so much money for my drones. Yeah, 88 Ender was here.
Okay, good. Because I don't think he gave me a list. He said he'd be here. 88 Ender, what would you like? We've got, what we got left?
Yeah, there will be a
Batman bind and fly whoop from Full Send, which is just basically a bind and fly whoop. We got a 85 Pro 2 from Beta, or we've got the Tuxedo prizes. We've got an Orca TX with no module, $40 cash, a set of motors.
88 Ender says the Batman, please. I was hoping to get a whoop prize.
Nice.
Awesome job.
Ender 88.
And Zach, you are correct. We are going to be putting out UTTs every 2 weeks, so that will give people more opportunities, or more people opportunities to be able to participate. And also, I mean, if you're somebody that like super likes to grind a leaderboard and have that ability, then you just get to like run an awesome track for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I might go down to 1 week, like when we get further in and everyone left is super serious, but at the beginning we still start with 2 weeks. All right, so next we got 88 Ender. We've got Mork. Mark, you were in the chat. I know you didn't give me a list. So, which prize would you like?
I have not
You can
seen him
choose
say
the
anything
Beta
in a while.
85 Pro 2. It's our last whoop, or you can get the Orca TX, which is
no module.
Yeah, just the controller itself here, FPV control. You can use it on the sim, or you can get a module. This is the Ghost module, but it takes any light module, so you could get just like a normal 4-in-1 and fly whoops with it, or you could get a ELRS module and fly with it. I'm pretty sure. Don't take that 100% because I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm assuming.
Take the whoop.
Can it get
Mark will take the whoop.
That looks a little different. It looks more or less the same. Okay. Anyway, Mark will take the whoop, the Beta whoop. That's the only whoop.
Right.
Mark. All right, so we're coming down to it. Last 3 prizes. Next, we've got Tuxedo, who gets to choose from his own prizes. Tuxedo, which of your prizes?
I have not seen Tuxedo here at all.
Would you like? Tuxedo's not here? He said he would be here. Or maybe... Oh, that's right. He shared that.
Don't do a Smealand UTT though, Dan. Says Derpy.
All right.
No Smealand tracks.
Tuxedo's prizes.
I think a Smealand UTT would be much better than a Smealand track inside of the apartment.
All right. Emax.
Though I still liked the layout of that track. It was just too small of a room.
Taken. So he will take his own prize, $25 cash, 2 sets of motors from himself, and a B-Fly battery charger from himself.
So he just gets
so he doesn't have to give away as much stuff. So that is number 19. 19 for Tuxedo. All right. So then our last choice goes, because Harry Props just gets whatever's left since he's 20th pick. But Mr. E, which one of the 2 remaining prizes would you like? Would you prefer the Orca TX with no module, $40 cash, a set of motors, and an Orca prize pack, which is like antennas and some other stuff? I think it's like a lanyard and a goggle battery and 2 antennas, if I remember correctly. And then, or a set of motors, a custom shirtif.
Yep, you don't know how to write.
Custom t-shirt from Trim King, and $50 credit to the FYS Craft Store. Which one do you fancy more, Mr. E?
Hanging gates on shower pole or over bath.
Orca TX, please. All right. Number 18, Mystery. And that means Harry Props gets our final remaining prize, which is a set of motors, custom t-shirt, and FYS Crafts $50 store credit. All right. That worked out good. Everyone
We'll make
was
that
either
gift
here or
sent
sent me a useful list. Everyone got pretty high choice on their list. So that's cool.
He said, although $50 worth of pigtails is tempting.
Oh my god, that would be terrible. Oh no, I guess that's not that bad. It wouldn't be that many pigtails, right? Okay. Congratulations to all of our winners. Big 3 winners here up top. I will be contacting you or sending you the information of how to get in contact with the person who's going to be giving you your prize, or I will just send it to you if it's a green one. So, you have anything else?
I mean, other than just a ginormous thank you to everybody who has participated during IGOW Season 3.
Yep.
To everybody who has...
people who signed up.
Right? All the people who signed up. All the people who shared memes or shared the streams or participated in the IGOW Facebook groups or the IGOW Discord. I mean, you guys are truly what makes IGOW what it is. Like, we could sit here all day and we could do these streams, but if you guys aren't actually participating and you aren't talking about it and you aren't sharing it with people and you aren't pumping it up the way it is, it wouldn't be even looking at an IGOW Season 4 with the potential of, dear God, another 600 and some odd players.
Also, all the pilots get a IGOW prize pack. You get an IGOW pin, you get an IGOW sticker, you get a FPV Skittles and a Ribbit FPV sticker, and then an IGOW magnet.
Yeah.
So everyone in the finals gets one of those. We had designated these ones out when we got that package. So
yep.
1 pin, magnet, a couple stickers for all the finalists. So the last thing we have to do is watch the rest of Bri5's video. I forgot about that. We don't want to. Bri5 took all this time to edit it. I think there's a lot of thank yous.
Yeah.
So we'll check this out, and then we will be done for the remainder of IGOW 3. Anyone that has any suggestions about how you think IGOW 4 should work, let me know. I'm going to form a little group of people that want to like talk about how it's going to be.
Yeah.
If you were a finalist and you want to be a judge, in next season instead of a player, let me know. But you can't do both. Well, you can be a judge and a player, but then you can't win any prizes like Spit and Zotek this year. So
the Saturday afternoon watching will be back. It's just going to be a little while. Because I love when the season's over so that I can get a break.
Yeah.
But then it's just like after 2 or 3 weeks, it's like, well, damn, what are we doing? It's like that's what my Saturdays are.
For UTT IGOW, do you guys think we should watch all of the submissions on the stream? I don't know. It depends on how many there are, I guess. Friends from the start.
Right? I'm like, there's me and Jesse.
Jesus, K-Bar. Make some more. But yeah, I think maybe we'll watch like the top ones and then maybe the ones close to the cutoff or something like that.
This side, Enoch, how'd you get in here?
Science stink. Reckless is okay. The rest of them, no good. Especially Leviticus. Team Weebly, there's some solid pilots there.
Right? Let's go, Team Weebly. That's a list right there.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa. You left us off of Team Weebly?
What's up with that?
Oh, but Derpy gets a call out.
That's on the Los Amigos.
I know. Good job, guys.
Mr. Rabble was on there.
Go Colorado!
Who's Fire E? I thought I might have been Mr. E, but nope, there's Mr. E right
there's
there.
Mr. E right there. I'm like, I know all of the Colorado pilots except for Fire E. Who is that?
Stale bread?
Red Rum. He's the reason that I ever flew in my very first Utopia.
Watch out for Wreck and future races.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
And
elite class.
check out his girl, the newest Rosie Rippers pilot. Go Noelle.
Alphabetical order here.
I missed this one. What is this one?
IGOW pilots he likes and admires. So far, every letter has a pilot. Is there a Q pilot? That's the name that starts with Q.
We didn't have an L.
We got Zotek for Z. Oh no, no L. Lazy day FPV.
No Q.
No Q's. SRK is in the chat. That queen.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Florida man. There you go, there's another F.
Yep.
Can you feel it?
Yeah. Agilis. AK?
It's like the list of the mini UTT IGOW over here.
Right.
These slow pilots. Exhausting.
So this is some of my favorite people.
Bean says he found out orange stuff is local to me. That
Yep.
means Jay and Nightwing and Leviticus are also.
Yep. What is that? What's their Red City? What's their club?
Oh,
I don't remember. But yeah, so you got a good group of guys right there close by Beans. Thank you all for participating. Like I was saying before, I mean, you guys truly are what make this community what it is. And he is so chill about getting
Where
knocked
is
in the
Jesse
dome.
today?
I know. How is Jesse not here for the finals? Right?
He's coming back next season to repeat, right? I need a repeat champion. Or need someone to defend their title. So far, all the champions are like, I'm done.
It's a lot of work. Nice. Okay. Oh, the double Maddie Tower. Yeah. There has been so many crazy challenging tricks this season. That's what I'm saying. You guys are amazing.
I think this is an edit of every one
It
of
is.
his videos together, right?
Yep. It's just, it makes me so jealous. Like the fact that I run this international freestyle competition and I cannot freestyle. Face punch challenge. Yes, very much so. Major, major shout out to the wives, partners, significant others, to the children, and to the animals that have to deal with the constant whoop carnage going on inside of your homes. We greatly, greatly appreciate you. It does take practice, Patty, and it's just right now. I really don't have time. When I have extra time, to I just do nothing because I have reached a new level of exhaustion in my life this year, where it's like I feel like no matter how much rest or how much sleep I get, I never feel rested.
We should force you to actually play IGOW3, and maybe you'll get better.
Because I'm just like, and hopefully I want to participate in IGOW4, because if we don't start IGOW4 until the beginning of 2023, I'm gonna just be finishing up my master's and doing the stupid student teaching that I shouldn't have to do, considering I'm already a teacher. And then I'm gonna have a ton more time on my hands.
Well, congratulations to all of our finalists again, especially our top 3
yeah, no,
pilots
we don't have kids yet. Ugh.
winning these 3 big prizes here. And of course, thank you to all our sponsors. We didn't go over them here, but we had Orca, who donated the goggles as well as the transmitter. We Bleed FPV. These are our 3 biggest sponsors: Orca, We Bleed, and FPV Exchange. We Bleed gave a ton of money, $500 cash, and overall about $2,000. FPV Exchange gave like $1,000 plus the pair of goggles, so a ton of money from them too. You can see they also have another finals prize right here, the $250 cash. Bardwell, big shout out to Bardwell for sponsoring this season. He also sponsored the Whoop series on Velocity-Drones. Maybe we can get him to sponsor the UTT thing. We'll see. I know he likes this stuff.
Yeah, and he's been really pumping up IGOW and the Velocity-Drone series and stuff lately. Like, Bardwell has really been pumping up the whoops.
On the news,
we appreciate you.
Next week, they'll have a recap and a shout out to Bry5 for winning and Akira for coming in second, I'm sure.
Yep.
So check that out if you watch the news, FPV News
they
with
will
Blunty
be talking about
and,
it.
Bardwell.
My
and then
teammate, go Blunty!
Drone Cadets, big shout out to them. They gave us a bunch of cash in the form of crypto. FPV Cycle hooking up as always. Bob's super busy guy, but makes time for this type of stuff. And then we had Team Black Sheep, who's sponsored the last couple seasons, and they always give us about $250 or so. We've got the starter set thing. Newbie Drone, one of my sponsors, and been sponsors since way back. I think they jumped on toward the end of season 1. So they got a bind and fly route from them. John Coopy, one of our new sponsors this season and players, gave us 3 different drones. And this one I thought was the kind of the coolest overall.
Oh yes, and I totally forgot about that.
HD cam on it.
Akira and Bri-Fi, if you do not see this message in the chat, make sure to reach out to Solsei. She will make you custom Lego minifigs.
Oh, that's right. They're both going to get them?
Yep.
Ooh, nice. Happy Model, awesome. One of our top sponsors, been sponsored forever, always giving us lots of things. Every 5th week for the last 2 years of IGOW, they've had a really solid prize to give away. Something pretty cool. So Speedy B gave us a bunch this year too. Got this cool stacks and a ton of antennas from them. Emax, a new sponsor this year. Glad to have them on board. We've got almost all the major Whoop manufacturers as IGOW sponsors now. So we got Nano Hawk, RCKY's gonna get that, and of course Orca again. Then Full Send. If you don't know Full Send, we went to Whoop Wars there. That's run by Dave and Chris up in Colorado. Check them out for sure. I know they're doing like a reset right now.
Yeah, I think they're revamping things, redoing like the inside, getting stuff set up and ready to.
But when they're running like 3-4 races a week there.
Yep.
Colorado, so very cool. Beta, big sponsor, been a long time, makes some of the best Whoop stuff. So check them out, of course. And then we got Tuxedo, who was one of our finalists, came in late and was like, let me spice up some of those lower prizes.
Right.
And actually won that he got, so big thanks to Tuxedo.
Greatly appreciated.
And then FYS Crafts, of course, makes awesome stuff like this. And Trim King also makes custom shirts. If you've seen his, he's like a Wootopia shirt, or he normally makes shirts for the events in Colorado.
And I was going to say, and even though there's just a few of us if you or anybody you know does graphic design, please reach out to me. I have a bunch of shirt designs that I want to put together.
Animations too.
Yeah.
If you do like intro animation or whatever.
Yeah, please reach out to
We want
me.
like little new bumpers and stuff.
Hit
like
me
that.
up on Discord, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Instagram. There are many, many ways that you can get in touch with me. I want to put out a bunch of new shirts this summer and get some things done, but I do typography. As much as I wish that I could draw, I cannot, but I have amazing ideas in my head.
Nice. All right. Thank you for joining us, everyone, and all these seasons over the last 48 weeks. Even longer, technically, since we counted. There was a week 0, right?
There was, so
it
it's 49
weeks.
The
And
last
then
3 years
been
have
basically-
definitely been an experience.
Yeah, 40 weeks plus of IGOW each year, right?
Yep.
Yep. Hopefully, we get that down around 25 next season.
That is the goal. So again, reach out to us if you want to be on the IGOW3 planning committee. Reach out to me if you are interested in helping get some graphic design work done so that we can get some new IGOW merch out there. And then other than that,
Where
you guys,
do I sign up for IGOW4?
Right. Oh, man. IGOW4 will be coming, but we've got some definite planning to do. And other than that, if you are coming to I.O. next week, come find us. Come say hi. We
Tiny
want to
Booth
hang
10.
out. It has just been a blast. Thank you all
Hey, what's
so
up, Corkzilla?
very much. Oh, Corkzilla. Hi.
All right, everyone.
Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Yep, have a good weekend. Check out the new Orca stuff. And have a good weekend. We'll see you in UTT IGOW. Adios. What? Yeah, that's what I want when I click the end stream.
Yes, just end.